Hello viewers and welcome back once again to Cities Skylines. So, for those not know, last time we did some road improvements over here which seem to have optimized, or at least kind of optimized their traffic, not so much inside this area though. So we'll continue making, where we will try to continue to make some more improvements to the city as we go along here. Notably, I want to see whether or not I can perhaps reduce the problems we're facing right over here. So maybe this road right over here wasn't necessarily all too great of an idea. I'm going to disconnect this because it looks like that is what is causing the issue. Instead, what I want to try to do in that case is that I'm going to see whether or not we can perhaps link this through another means, or by another means, aka can I maybe get it to discharge its people onto one of these roads instead, something that still links to the roundabout but doesn't necessarily do it in the conventional way. Let's see whether or not this is possible. So I don't want to hit the clinic. Let's see. Oh, I can go here. Maybe I can wrap it around the... That's going to be difficult, but either way, we still want this road to function, but we just wanted to wrap it around the middle area like that in a slightly different fashion. You know what? In that case, honestly, maybe if we just kind of sock it in here like that. So maybe that'll help, maybe that won't. We'll see how it goes though. Over here though, traffic is fixed to a large extent. So this is good. And now actually I see the opportunity to go one step further with this. Yeah, I have a feeling that these one-way roads are really good. We can kind of link it up like that, maybe prettier. Oh, that is too steep. Huh. I guess the only solution that works here is the ugly one, so we go, I think, across and then through. Yeah, so there we go. That also gets us another throughput route. And for the people on this route, what I think we can do here is that we can just link this with another one-way road that puts people, well, back onto that. Or, ooh, actually, this can be a one-way road, or not a one-way road, but a regular road. So there, that fixes some problems. Now, back to this area right over here. So this should help out. Ah. Looks like we need another graveyard. Ooh, yikes. Might need we might need quite a few. So in that case, I think we'll also place one right over here as well. Looks like this is not only a city problem, this is also affecting right over here. So these will just gradually fill up. So that should fix that problem. And taking a look at over here, oh, we've reached big city. So now this is actually pretty good. We get access to the crematorium now, which is very handy because it allows us to dispose of those people very easily. So there, that'll help us out. We have a ton of cash in the bank, and I think what it's well, time for is it's dam time. So with that said, let's build a dam. And what we can do with this dam is that this will actually build a drivable road right over here. And I'm pretty sure its power doesn't change all too much here. So hopefully we'll be able to find a nice spot for it. Could make one actually in the middle of our town. That'd be kind of neat. Let's see. Yeah, but no locations will accept it. I saw one right over here. Isn't that great though? We might have to build that somewhere up or down the stream once we get access to those areas. But for now, yeah, again, traffic is, I would say, decently well now. Alright. So, since that's one problem fixed, let's move on to building our city up further. So, what I can do now is, well, I'm going to try to add a few redundancy measures. So, for example, like another bridge right over here, just so that people can get around even easier. These two are still going to be the main bridges, but that should give people another way to get into this neighborhood right over here. And the reason being is that up over here we can have some more housing or some more structures, if you will. Speaking about that, we can have another set of office complexes along this route right here. And to build off of that, let's see what we can do here. Let's make a nice intersection right here. And we can probably extend this down, or you know what? Never mind. I think we'll keep it as is right over here. We'll try to build up this area right over here. We'll make that into a grid. And you know what? I'm gonna add a few more offices right over here inside this central area. And that should be good. So that's one area finished. Over here, what we can do is we can do something similar. I'm gonna bridge the gap between these two zones, and yeah, I can probably do something like this. So now, what we can do with Pleasant Park is that we can probably have some more commercial zones right over here along the main avenue. And oh, I don't know, maybe that's all they want. Maybe that's all they really need are more commercial zones. So I think we'll get that a section in itself. And taking a look at water throughput, that is pretty good. In that case, I think all we need to do is paint one layer like that and finish things off. And there we go, we have decent traffic. Everything seems to be working on. We could presumably improve this area over here, make this 5-star junction into something a bit better as well. But I think we'll leave it as such. For now, it doesn't look that bad. And oh, this area is developing quite nicely. Got some nice, lovely, well, buildings inside the center here. Things are starting to develop in the very center of Pleasant Park as well. And with that said, I think it might be time to make ourselves a metro, a metro or a bus section. So let's see what we can do about that. So with the bus system, this we should be able to get some more people out of the transport net, which will be quite helpful. So let's see, we can add one of these. We can add more buses to our network, though. I'm going to have 2 buses, one over there, one over here, so this will give us some more bus coverage. And how you make these bus routes, it's pretty neat. So what we can do here is that now that we have bus stops, we can build bus lines, and we can structure a few routes, right, to help things out. Oh, do we need more garbage disposal? Yes, we do. So in that case, here's what I'll do. I'll build, honestly, this will be our big garbage complex. We'll build 2 more incinerators. That bumps it slightly into the green there. 2 landfills, so hopefully this area will be able to store more of the stuff coming through. But in terms of traffic, here's what we'll do. So later on I plan on adding a metro, but for now we're going to add some simplistic bus routes so that people have an easy way of getting around. These are like the ones that you put in Cities in Motion, so they're quite neat. I think I'll get this one to wrap around like something like that. So that'll give us a small bus section right over here. The thing about these bus lines is that they're kind of difficult to make in the sense that You can't have two on the same road really easily. The game really doesn't like you doing that, but I mean, at times you can. So that should help out right over there. We've already made this area more or less a junction for buses, so I'll continue doing that. And the thing about making these bus routes is that it really helps you to get to know your city as well, right? So we can see that perhaps traffic coming through here. We can add a few stops, we can connect this area like that. And what this will gradually do is that more people will begin to see that we have these bus routes open, more citizens will be able to use these bus routes, and I'm speculating here, but I'm hoping that if you keep your bus routes connected in a semi-orderly fashion, people will actually be able to do exactly what they do inside, well, cities in motion, and take these bus routes interconnectedly with each other, so that your individual lines chain up to make a bit of a bigger thing that everybody can use. So I'm hoping that's right. Overall, right now, I think I'll just well, build a few more lines, right? And really hope to link up areas. So that will hopefully help out this area. And I think I'll make another line going right around the... Oh, no, never mind. I'm just going to make another line going right around the edge of the river town area right over here as well. Add a few more stops along the route, and oh, that is very tricky starting point. So let's see, what do we have to do? Ah, it wants us to wrap around here. Alright, that's fair. Do something like that. Oh, that's why I built it in a slightly odd place, but I think we'll link that line up nevertheless, and see how well that helps. So there we go. So now we have a decent transport map. We see a few of the buses going around, picking people up and dropping people off from the depot over here. So this is quite good, nice. And as this goes on, I mean, this levels up the city too, so this is very, very good. Now, people are starting to use this, right around 200 people inside our 20,000 populate. Wow, we have 20,000 people already living here, so that's pretty impressive. Either way, these people will start to work, or they'll start to use the routes over here, and they'll start to take less people out of the large chain over here. So this is really, really good. And what I want to do here is that I just want to keep making bus routes that people will... Oh, that wasn't a good station. That people will actually use. And now let's see. And there, that should make entire areas quite happy. With the benefit of being able to lower traffic actually on the roads right here. So that should help out. And right, that gives people opportunities to upgrade buildings as well. And taking a look at this, it looks like offices and commercial areas take up an equal part of our city now. Jobs haven't increased all too much, but our average building levels are increasing. So this is pretty good. I want to have the infrastructure to handle all of these people before, of course, we move further. So I am fine with this. So let's see, what else can we do? We can make another route that takes into account all the area over here. So we'll have one route first, and it will add on to a second larger one. So we'll do something like that. So that's one route, and then going for another one. This one I think will go through this area. And there. So that last route wasn't too terribly efficient, but nevertheless, that should give our city the last oomph to push through here. And looking at this again, 500 people use this, well, this system. So this takes off quite a bit from the current road networks, which is quite nice. And following that, we can even add, say, some metro stations to really up this up. So with that said, let's try to pick some locations for metro stations. So let's see what we can do here. So I think we'll have one right here. So this should serve, in theory, this upper area. I think we'll have another one right over here. One over here. Let's do one over here as well, because I plan on making this area eventually into a high residence zone. One over here, and then one right over here. So that kind of forms a loop. And now with that said, let's see. So we'll use, I would assume you would have to make these areas rounded, but we're actually, no, you don't really have to. So in that case, we'll try to link them up like this. And I think I'll just make it so that we have some room here to expand from this. Connect to that. And oh, that's right, you can make multiple lines. So what I had originally planned to do was to kind of daisy chain them on like this, but in that case we might try to do something different. Ooh, the slope here is too steep. So in that case, what I think we'll do here is that can we run something like, oh yeah, we can. So in that case, what I think we'll do here is that we'll have one metro station or one metro system set up like this, and we'll make this into a line for people on this side of the river for now. Hey, and look at all those smiles. So that will connect that side of the map for now. And now over here, what I'm going to try to do is that I'm going to try to figure out where we can hopefully connect this system up to these areas right over here. Because I know that there were a few locations where we could. Or you know what, maybe if I can take one of these locations, just kind of drag it around to get an idea of where we can cross. Okay, so right around here. In that case, can we just do like straight cross? No, it has to be, okay, slightly slanted. I see. In that case, let's see. Can we do something from maybe over here, perhaps? Oh. Yeah, and I think the only way back is to really just do this type of deal again. Yeah, so not too terribly efficient, but it works. And because it works, we should presumably be able to make a new line, which takes people from, say, over here and connects them to that station right over there. So there. That is one really messy subway, but it should work out, and since it works out, that should be very, very good for our humble economy right here. So now some more buildings are leveling up, they're getting more services coverage, and ooh, would you look at that, lots of pedestrians walking by. Huh, these guys are all... Oh, what is this? They are either having a protest. Oh, I see. They're waiting for the buses to arrive. That is really, really neat. So there seems to be, yeah, a lot of people waiting for buses right now. So in that case, we might need a few more bus depots. The thing is that, you know, they really don't say what these bus depots actually do. So there's 31 buses over there, there's 20 buses over here. I'm guessing the amount of bus depots you have affects the amount of buses, right? Because, I mean, it makes sense. Let's see. So does that imply if I add bus depots, they're going to hopefully pull more buses? And since they pull more buses, hopefully we'll be able to get more people transported. So let's see, if I add 2, they're not being used just yet. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I hope they will eventually be used. Yeah, because I'm under the impression that the only thing really limiting our bus usage right now is actually just how many people can be picked up at one time. Now let's see. We have a lot of surplus cash. So you know what? Let's pay back this loan. That'll get rid of some. And let's go over here to bus. We're gonna bump that up to 150. So our buses, so we should have more buses outputted. And there we go. We have 38 coming from there. Over here is it. We have 3. Okay, so some of the buses are starting to come out. And over here, how are we doing? 9. Okay. And taking a look at this bus route thing again, so right around 5% of our people are starting to use buses, so this is very, very good. This is showing some progress. People are starting to, yeah, do that. Some people are starting to use the tram system, so about 7.5% of our people use public transportation, and that is, of course, just going to soften up the transport net there as well. And, well, we'll have to pay attention to this in the future to come. But for now, I think that, well, definitely helps out, well, Humble, Lakeville over here. And you know what? I think we'll, just before we go, we'll add one more route. And this one's going to wrap all the way around as best as it can. And I'm going to see what we can do about, say, picking up some people going over the bridge over here and over here and stopping back. So we'll make a few more sections like that. Check up on these areas once again. We're still launching a few more buses, and that'll be good. Right, so I think I'll see you guys next time in Cities in Motion. Oh, or we might need to build a emergency electric dam soon enough as well. But I think that'll be for next time. Bye-bye for now.